What's up guys, Bryce and Michael here, and right now I showed you guys the Anycubic i3 Mega in my last video. I'm printing a little spool thing right now because you can see how wide the spool is here, and it's just going to roll better with this new spool thing that's coming up. So since the last video was so dark, I didn't really get a chance to show you guys what this all comes with, and so I'm just going to kind of show you here. Really easy to put together. It's one part, or it's two parts. It's this here and then this here, and all you do is connect these two screws here, and then you come back and there's 3 cords to plug in back here. 1, 2, and then there's one underneath that you can't see. And that's basically it. It comes with an SD card here that has one of the little SD cards in it, and then it comes with another SD card holder for the little SD cards, but not another SD card for it. So we've got the user manual here, which whenever you're setting up you want to read through this. I thought I could do it just by the memorization that I had because I watch other people's YouTube stuff, and I watched a couple setup videos, but I did end up having to go back and refer to that. So if you get the Anycubic, make sure that you follow this step by step, even if you think you have it memorized, just to double check things. It comes with a spatula. Comes with this tool here. I don't know exactly what this is called. I think it's just a wire cutter stripper thing. I used to use these when building quadcopters. It comes with this USB card, or it comes with this USB stick. I think that this has the manual in it for your computer. Not 100% sure. I haven't used it. Like, it's not even open yet. So it comes with some of these, which I could have used like crazy when building quadcopters, so I'm glad I have these now. These are really good tweezers. I was using home tweezers. There's extra screws. There's some hex keys. Comes with these sizes. You only use like 2 of them, but it comes with some extra hex screws because there's probably some other screws inside of it if you ever need to take it apart or something. It has all the tools and stuff to fix it, so that's really cool. It comes with this little USB cord. It has that on one end, and then a USB on the other, right there. It comes with an extra extruder, spare extruder, and it comes with a spare sensor. This thing has several sensors in it. See if I can zoom in on one. There's a sensor there. Right there. And there's a sensor. You can see the red light from it underneath the bottom. I think altogether there's like 4 or 5 sensors throughout this entire machine. So it's pretty good that they add in an extra sensor just in case one of them bugs out or something. You get this little filament stand here that you have to put together. This thing there, and an extra filament, roll of filament. So, and then of course you get a power cord, which I couldn't find last night, and I ended up using my computer power cord. HD TV, computer, monitor, and stuff like that. It's just a basic power cord for one of those, so if you lose it, you got it. It also comes with some gloves, which I never wear any of the gloves that anything comes with because my hands are just too big. They break right here. I've got the Star-Lord. I'll show you guys some Kira and everything if you guys are interested. I know that a lot of my subscribers are quadcopter fans, and that's the reason why you're on here, is the quadcopter reviews that I've done, the Phantom, the Spark and things like that. But if you guys are interested, I'll be doing a few Kira things. I should have done it on the Star-Lord deal because I had to take I think there was like 30 files altogether. It was the helmet broken down and all sorts of different pieces, and I made it into 4 files, so all the pieces are just kind of are going to be spread onto the platform and built, 4 or 5 pieces at a time, which takes about 17 hours per time printing. But I'd rather do it all at once and save some space instead of doing one individual piece at a time, because that would just get monotonous. So, I mean, people do it one at a time, and it's a lot better for some people because if they leave or something, they don't want their printer going. So, you know, an hour here, an hour there, it's just a lot easier for them to do. But I just want to get it all done. So I'm not gonna put. I've got like a 10% infill because you can see this here. See all that infill there? You can see it like crazy. Let me try to get a good angle on this. It's moving, so it's hard to focus in. Now you can see all that infill right there that it's putting in. That's only 20% infill. That's a lot of filament. From all the way down here, all the way to the top. That's a lot of filament put in there. I wish I would have known that. This to me looks like it's about 50%, 60% infill, 75% infill even. Not 20. I wish I would have knocked it down to 10% or 0 or something, because that's a whole lot of filament. But that piece is going to be solid. It's going to be here probably long after I'm dead, to be honest. The plastic and how sturdy it is. But I don't know if you'll be able to see. Yeah, you can see that. This kind of tells you as it's printing all of your stuff. You've got the file. Let's see. Time that it's been. So it's been going for almost 6 hours now. It's a 7-hour print. It's 81% done. Going at a rate of 100%. The bed temperature is 60 degrees Celsius, and the extruder is 199 degrees Celsius. So that's pretty cool. Now, if I wanted to pause, I would just hit pause, and I could come back. That's the thing about this one, is you can put them all onto one file that takes 17 hours, and if you're going to be gone for a long time or you just don't trust it, you can hit pause, and this thing comes up and it pauses, and you can go off and do something, this and that, and then just come back and resume print. So that's what I love. That's one of the reasons I got this thing, was the whole pause function. There's a few ultimate reasons why I got this printer. For one, I'm a beginner 3D printer person, so I didn't want to get a DIY one that takes, you know, hours and hours to put together. You have to put together every little part and do wrap and all that different stuff. I loved building quadcopters, but I knew what quadcopters did. I had knowledge on it, not that much on this. 2 parts to put together. It was the simplest thing that anybody could put together. I did a lot of research online. This is one of the cheaper 3D printers that prints out really good quality prints. So I didn't want the DIY ones. You kind of have to do a lot of initial prints right off the bat, you know, in order to make it have good prints. So like you spend your first 15 to 20 prints making prints for the DIY printer, just to get it to print how this one prints already. I mean, this is the only piece that I'm going to be making for the printer itself. I shouldn't have to make anything else, so I'm not wasting any filament on the printer itself. It's arguable that, hey, you're only using like one roll of filament to make all that stuff for the DIY ones. A roll of filament's like $15, $20, $150 print. So you're still saving a bunch of money. And I might in the future get a DIY one, just because I got interested in quadcopters, so I had to build one. I'm gonna get interested in this. I'll probably want to build one. So who knows? Who knows? I'm not ruling it out. I just didn't want to start with it. This has a heated bed, so I don't have to put any of that stuff down. I don't have to put any spray adhesive. I don't have to put any tape down or anything like that. Literally, as soon as it gets done, I can just pop it right off. It cleans up really nicely. This is an amazing bed. Badass extruder. You can see my test prints here, how well they turned out. I mean, I was just amazed by the print quality. And you see it on YouTube like crazy. Everybody doing their test prints and showing off their other prints, and until you actually see how well it prints in real life, you really just don't know. And I see people print online all the time, you know, prints where it's just so many skip layers and things like that, that there's a ton of sanding and a lot of fixing to do. And I'm hoping that this one printing the Star-Lord helmet with this one, it's just going to turn out fabulous. I'm hoping. Has a lot to do with the print too, and there's like 3 or 4 different Star-Lord prints available in Thingiverse. I just kind of picked one, so I'm hoping I picked the right one. But anyways, that's just kind of an overview I didn't get to add to the last video. Stay tuned. The controller for the Spark comes in tomorrow or the next day, so I'm going to be doing all that stuff that I did without the controller. I'm going to be doing all that stuff with the controller, just to kind of do some comparisons, and you guys will get to see more on that. And then once I kind of get into this and really get this settled, I got to figure out where to put this. It's on my kitchen table right now. I don't have any other counters that I can put it on, so I got to get my shop running or something. I'm running out of space, guys. Somebody send me a table. Send me a desk. If you've got a desk that you don't want, mail it to me. I'll pay for the shipping. So just email me or something a picture. Oh, it's free. I don't need a picture. Just send it to me.
Never stress a thing, and we gon' go another day when we don't disagree. And when the sun's shining, regardless if you do believe. Hey, still awake in the morning when I see your face. Need you more when you go, I need you more every day. Keep a foot on the brake in case I lose all control. Yeah, so baby don't.
So after using the Anycubic i3 Mega for only a day, I'd have to say that my reviews are fantastic. I love this machine. God, I love this machine. It's so good. And compared to the other 3D printing machines that I've seen online, man, I'll be making a separate video about this here. I made a video the other day about that little bag for your phone that your drone fits in and stuff. I printed this off today. This is a little GoPro mount for my handlebars here. I don't even need nuts on it because these old cheap action camera screws go right into it and they screw in tight, so I don't think these holes are quite big enough, but those were so big that they just screwed right into it, so that worked out. It'll probably eventually loosen up and I'll have to get some screws, but I'm not going to worry about it for right now. But look how amazing the quality of this thing is. These are 2 separate pieces from 2 different people. Looks like there's a few dents and stuff there. This is where it laid on the bed here, and then this is the top part of it. I printed it sideways. It's got a little emblem. Let's see, zoom in here so you guys can see that emblem. 3D. And it fits right with the GoPro stuff too. I actually connected it to some GoPro connectors. And then this up here, this thing printed so cleanly. No messed up lines. I mean, just look how clean that is when the light shines off of it. I printed it on its side so it had a little support thing here that was kind of hard to get off. But other than that, this turned out really good. So this connects to a DJI Spark controller and then connects to your handlebars. So now you got full control of your drone while you're flying it. with the controller and everything. So I'll be showing you guys a whole video on this pretty soon, and if you have a DJI Spark and you'd like that printed off, get at me, let me know. I printed this off. This is a filament thing, and I'm glad I did this. I got to see the inside filling, kind of how it does that, and then it's just a straight tube, so you should be able to see any type of mess ups or anything that's wrong with it. And man, it is just perfect. No slip ups. You just fill it, it all feels even. It just did a really nice job. That's the bottom there, so it had some support down here that I had to break off, but other than that, really nice print. So that is just got a superb printing ability. And these will be in another video, my first video on this, which isn't out yet as of this video right here, but will be out before this one. These are the owls from the test print. Turned out super good. First print. I mean, this machine, the i3 Mega, is just a fantastic 3D printing machine. Glad I went ahead and paid the extra money for the i3 Mega instead of getting a really cheap DIY printer, because I mean there would have been a ton of stringing and cleanup. I've seen the prints done by those, and I mean this just doesn't compare. If it wasn't for that classic 3D printing feel, you know, and texture, I don't think you'd be able to tell that this is a 3D printed part. If it was just smooth, I mean, it just did a fantastic job. And this is PLA too. This is just super. PLA's a thinner type of filament. It's weaker than ABL, and it just did a fantastic job. This is just heavy duty, but the inside, you'll see it. You'll see how it did the inside. This got a full inside. It's got full strength. These kind of have the same inside. I put the filling down to 10% on these, so these aren't going to be as strong. But I mean, this is just a clip, and I can reprint it anytime I want. It only takes like an hour, so I wasn't really worried about breaking it. Anyways, that's just my first day review of the Anycubic i3 Mega, and I'm going to have this thing running non-stop from here on out. Non-stop. I gotta preheat it here in a second, put some more stuff in it and get it going. So thanks guys for watching. Look forward to more prints. We'll see you guys later. Have a good one.